This is the Roulette Master, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 9 a.m. For today's system, this was sent in by one of my subscribers, Mark Devereaux, and he calls this one the Martingale 5 Martingale system. So I'll go over what he does and let me know, as always, if you like it, don't like it, or if you would modify it. And if so, please leave that down in the comments. We'll use $10 units today, and let's bet red to start. And this system starts out with 5 martingales. So for those of you that don't know what a martingale is, you double when you lose, and if you win, you go back to the start. So we just won at 10, so we'll spin again. So to lose 5 in a row, that would be, you would go to 20, and then to 40, then to 80, and then to 160, and then to 320. And then he has a modification after that I'll go over. You can see we lost the last one, so now we'll go to 20. Because we're going to double when we lose. And when we win, we'll go back to the start. Okay, we lost there at 20, so now we go to 40. And remember, the trigger for Mark's system is 5 martingales, which takes you to 320. Okay, we won there. You can see we're up $20, so we go back to 10 again. And you can use any of the 6 outside bets for this. Okay, we won there. We're up 30. Go back to 10. Alright, another win. Up $40. Shouldn't take too long to have 5 losses in a row in Martingale, and then I'll go over that modification. Okay, so we lost, and now we go to 20. Okay, we lost at 20, now we go to 40. Okay, we won that one, so we do need to start over. And if we don't make it to 320, I'll go over what the adjustment is for his system and why he calls it what he calls it. Again, he calls it the Martingale 5 Martingale system by Mark. Okay, so far we haven't needed that second part of the system, but it's always good to have something that you do when you get in trouble playing Martingale, because eventually you will have a bunch of losses in a row, and it's just a matter of time. Okay, so we double, we lost that one, we're up $60. Okay, now we're up $80. Okay, now we'll go to 20 because we lost that one. Okay, up $90. Okay, still winning. Okay, we're up 110. Okay. Well, if this continues, I'll just have to tell you what the modification is, and I can act like we got there, but Just as I say that, we have a loss. So let's see if it'll get to 5 losses, which, like I said, happens fairly regularly with Martingale. Okay, there we go. There's 2 losses in a row. So we lost at 20. Now we go to 40. There we go. Now we go to 80. Oh, we got a win though. Okay, so we do go back to 10. Okay, now we'll go to 20. Okay, so we keep winning. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what he does, and in the meantime we might get some losses here, but he says that after you martingale 5 times, which again would be, you would go from 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, 80 to 160, 160 to 320. If you lose on the 320, you can see we won that last one. If you lose on the 320, then he has you change from Martingale to DeLambert system. And for those of you that don't know what that is, that's where you go one up every time that you lose, and then one back every time you win. So, and I mean the unit size. So we're using $10 units right now, and looks like we won that last one. Currently we're up 160 already, and you can do really well playing Martingale, but this is an alternative to what you do when you get in trouble playing Martingale. Because I've had lots of times where I'm playing Martingale, and I mean I've gone like 15-20 days not losing playing Martingale, but it's inevitable eventually you're going to bust, and it just depends how far up you are before that happens. So we'll double there after that loss. So Mark came up with a system that once you get to that 320, if you lose, you stop martingaling and you switch to DeLambert. And for those of you that don't know what that is, I'll go over it again. Because again, we're using $10 units. Okay, so lost that one. Now we're at 20. Okay. So since we keep winning, I'll just show you that as well. So let's just act like I lost 5 in a row. And actually I did lose one there, so let's go to 20. And if we get another win, I'll start the DeLambert system for his modifications. And we did get another win, so alright. So just playing Martingale by doubling when you lose, we're already up $200. But like I said, eventually you're going to bust playing Martingale if you're not using something else to help you with it. Betting against the opposites or something like that can help. But in this case, this is Mark's system where he switches to DeLambert. So if let's just assume we're betting, let's just put the bet down. Okay, so we'll act like this is our $300 bet. If we were to, and if we lose this one, then we will start the DeLambert. And we did lose it. Okay, so remember before that we were up a couple $100, but I just wanted to simulate it for you guys because the video can't last that long. And so what we could do, what Mark's system is that you still would go up and down in units of 10, but your next bet, instead of doubling, which would be, if you're playing Martingale, you would go to 600 from 300. We're just going to stay on 300. Okay. And then we're going to go up and down units of 10 until we're in good shape. Okay. And you can see we're back up again. And if you get one right off the bat like that, he says to just start back over. So basically you would go, if you won on the first one at 300, you would just start back over. But let's act like we lost that one. And if we did lose that one, we would go to 310. Okay. And then if we lost again, we'd go to 320. So basically this is a way to not hit the table maximum and recoup your losses. And once you get back up again, you start back over. So, okay, we're lost at 320. Now we're going to 330. Sorry I had to do it this way, but sometimes the video would last an hour if you had to wait for a bust in Martingale. Okay, so we won at 330, so now we'd go to 320. And keep an eye on your session win down there. And you can see we lost it, we won at 330, so the next bet will be 320. Okay, and we lost, so the next bet will be 330. Here we go. Okay, we won at 330. Now we're going to 320. And Mark says to just do this enough so that you get back up. So let's see. You can see that last one was 330, so we're at 320. And then once you get back up again, you just start your martingale back over again. But we did not get up, so we lost at 320. So then we go back to 330. And I will tell you, if you do it this way, it does keep you from hitting the table maximum with Martingale. However, you need a larger bankroll in case things get out of hand. So we won at 330. The next one's going to be 320 because again we're going back one when we win, up one when we lose. And if we could get this one, we could start back over with Martingale again. And we did. So Mark, that did work. And if some of you had trouble following that because I had to simulate it, please leave me some questions down in the comments. But now we're back up again, so we want to start the martingale back over. So then you would just start back over like that. And then, of course, double when you lose. And again, you can play any of the 6 outside bets. I'm just doing red tonight. And let's see. We lost at 20, so now we go to 40. And we won. Okay, now we're up to 50. Go back to 10 and start over again. So I hope that makes sense. If not, leave me messages down below. Sometimes when I have to simulate a loss because it takes too long for it to happen, some people don't follow along, but hopefully you understood that. And that's a version of the D'Alembert system where you go one up, one down, and that keeps you from hitting the $1,000 table maximum, which people have trouble with in Martingale. Again, you need a larger bankroll though. So I usually start, if I'm going to do that with that high of a number, I start with $2,000. But another thing for those of you low rollers, if you think of it this way, anytime you have one of these systems where we're using $10 units, if you use dollar units, you can also take the amount that you start with divided by 10. So if we're using $10 units and we use 2,000, then you can easily start with dollar units and then take the 2,000 divided by 10, and then you have your new starting balance. So that's an easy way to do it. You can you don't have to. I get a lot of messages where people say, well, I can't do that because I have a smaller bankroll. But if you just do a little bit of math, you can just change the unit size, and it'll work for you as well. Although remember, any of these systems can fail at any time if you have bad enough luck. That's a good thing to always remember, and never gamble with money that you couldn't lose, because at any moment that could happen. You want to be responsible with it, and never bet with money that your family needs for day-to-day life. I like to have a roulette fund that I build up little by little, and watch it keep getting bigger, and play conservative. But the main goal is to always win more than you lose, and then it'll just keep growing. And if you have any questions about that as well, please leave it down in the comments. I've done some videos on how to build a roulette fund as well, and I know a lot of people are interested in that. So if you have a system you've been using like this one that Mark just sent in, please send it to me. I'd love to showcase it on the channel. That's what this is all about. That's what I enjoy about it. And I love hearing your guys' comments afterwards and responding. So that's fantastic. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications, because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 9 a.m. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day.